everybody, and welcome to my garage. This is episode 8 in the reflooring project. In this episode, you're going to see some time lapse of me basically installing the flooring in what I'm calling the main area of the house. So all the way from the back of the house, dinette area, moving all the way down the hallway to the front door. They were the longest stretches of putting the flooring down, and it just kind of shows you how the progress of that's going. Enjoy. Another tip or point I want to make about putting down rows of the planks is that you have to watch your pattern. You don't want the pattern to repeat too close to a similar board. Depending on the flooring, the cost of your flooring, and the quality of your flooring will depend how many runs of the pattern you have. I haven't figured it out exactly on this flooring that I decided to use here, but I believe there's about 8 to 10 different boards or different patterns. So it's very easy for me to keep the pattern from getting repeated too frequently. So what I do is, once you start getting, a row down, I lay out the next row I'm going to install like this. And then, I walk and I look, I go, okay, this board has, a pattern. It has a little square knot at the end and a couple other little knots in the middle. And I step back, I glance around, I look for that pattern. And as long as I don't see that pattern within, say, this circle of the flooring, or at least not within a couple rows of this row I'm putting in, it's safe to put that in. So, I get pretty lucky just by randomly picking the flooring and putting it out. But before I lock it in, I always go back and I walk it once, twice, maybe even 3 times, just to make sure that I'm not missing a pattern. There's a dog toy. Just to make sure that there's not a pattern that repeats really, really close to the other pattern. And I've already done that for this floor, for this row, I mean. So it's ready to be put in. And then, like I said, I'll lay out the next row just randomly and see if there's no repeating pattern. If there's something I don't like that's too close, you just swap it out for one of the other boards with a different pattern. So that's how you do that. Some people might go crazy trying to say, do this, do that, put here. And, like actually my wife, Janet, she's like, I could never do what you're doing because, I would never be satisfied with the pattern. I'm like, that's right. You can't get crazy about it. You can't be worried about it. You just do what generally it looks like to make sure nothing repeats within, local eyesight or close eyesight. And as long as that, is the case, you're safe with putting down the pattern. And I'll be honest, every now and then I miss one and I go, like a day later, I'll look back and I'll go, oh boy, those two are the same and they're really close. And I guess I missed that, but the floor is already locked and loaded and ready to go. So it's usually too late. But for the most part, it looks really, really random if you just do it row by row and not get crazy about it. show you my pounding block. You can see how the edge gets very damaged. Usually about a full row. I've already used this for part of another row. So when it starts getting all smashed in and I can't get a nice solid hit with the hammer, throw it away and get a new one. Next row. So there you have it. I put down 2 full rows, and I'll have to look at the time. Let's see here. It says I've been recording for 19 minutes. So under 20 minutes to put down 2 full rows, which, it's pretty good time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And for now, the garage is closed.